Hello again. So I've already discussed how we can actually apply this theory in our personal lives, but now I want to get to the more professional side of how we can also apply it. So let's say you're a senior in high school and it's this really stressful point in your life because you're applying to different colleges from understate or even out of state, really depends on what you want to do. And you notice that your parents are really encouraging you to try to attend the best school that you possibly can. Maybe in this case, if you're trying to apply to schools that are only in California, maybe public universities like UCLA or UC Berkeley, but other smaller schools, smaller but cheaper schools also have your interests, like maybe Cal State Monterey Bay, CSUMB, Fresno State, Sacramento State, or even Chico State. And your parents aren't really regarding anything else because they think that attending a school that's more prestigious is going to look better on a resume maybe in the future, or they just think that you'll get more out of it in the future. However, these past couple of years, we've started to notice that universities have really gone up in price, and your parents aren't really like taking that into account. Maybe you're someone that really wants to like minimize your chances of taking on student loan debt. Obviously, nobody wants that. And you're starting to try to like convince your parents that you're maybe better off just going to somewhere like CSUMB or Chico State, like I said previously. And you try to use their benefits like lower costs, obviously, or even they might have a major program that you're really interested in, and there's a lot of great reviews and a lot of great instructors, and maybe the overall connections that you can make, maybe you have the potential to really start something really like much better at those kind of schools, as opposed if you were to feel a little more isolated at like say UCLA or UC Berkeley, because those schools are a lot more massive in size, and you think that a lot of the time you might be better off in, let's say, a smaller environment. No, maybe smaller class sizes. You think you'll get more one-on-one time with maybe your professors, and you think that that'll provide more benefit for you in the future. And maybe the schools are just more appealing to you because they might be closer to where you live, so you don't have to really live or live inside of some dorm. Maybe you're not comfortable having to share a room with strangers you've never seen before because you don't want to take that risk, and you feel like you'll get really homesick easily, because that's a huge problem that students these days face, that they transfer to these big universities, but unfortunately they don't want to be there for 4 years because they'll get homesick very easily. And maybe the tuition is also really high, so they're looking at maybe tens of thousands or even like just a really large amount of student loan debt by the time they graduate. It's just this really huge time of uncertainty. So maybe you can also like try to convince your parents that potentially going to somewhere like Hartnell Community College, like that we're all doing right now, and you could try to like shift their latitude of acceptance towards these smaller schools because you think that it'll provide more financial value in the future. And that's all I really have to say for the professional side of your life and how we can apply the social judgment theory. So thank you so much for watching.